You're not going to believe this. Guess who's paying these immigrants from Central and South America to come north to the United States? If you guessed the United States, taxpayer, and the UN, you're right. We talked about the UN earlier. This is a doozy of a story. It appears that the United Nations, with U.S. funding, is paying and encouraging this massive migrant influx from the South. I saw stuff that you had looked at, and I looked up some other stuff. We're seeing the UN passing out debit cards and cash vouchers and cell phones. This is unbelievable. We're paying people to illegally break into the United States with the tacit compliance, if not encouragement, of the federal government. Oh my goodness. We're supposed to protect our borders, not open them up. And going that step farther, Claire, I'm stupefied. We're paying people to break into the country with your tax dollars, your money.
Absolutely true. This is the policy of the Biden administration. This is not a crisis for them. It's not a catastrophe, as it is for the rest of Americans who are on the receiving end of these hordes of unvetted, unchecked, who knows whom, illegal aliens flooding into the country. But yes, our taxpayer dollars not only fund the United Nations, and specifically its Office of the International Office of Migration, IOM, about which investigative reporters like Todd Bensman and Michael Yon have been reporting for, well, at least these last 3+4 years now. But they're also funding, through the State Department, our taxpayer dollars are funding the United States NGOs, non-governmental organizations that the State Department funds with our taxpayer dollars. And these include organizations like Catholic Charities, Hebrew Immigrant Aid Society, Lutheran Social Services, the Methodists, and so forth. And our taxpayer dollars are going, just as you said, Barry, buying them clothing and shoes and backpacks. And don't forget the cell phones. As well as these reloadable debit cards all along the route. And by the way, they're handed out maps for the routes that they can take to get to our southern border, handed out by the NGOs, by the United Nations. If this isn't an invasion facilitated, aided, and abetted by our own government, our own administration, I don't know what is. And also, I don't know what else we can call this except treason.